the program. Now, when people talk about volunteering their time for a cause, it's often done with a view to help improve a situation.
That's right, and one woman in particular, the reigning Mrs. Singapore World, is hoping to use her title to help a group of young disadvantaged girls at the Gracehaven home.
Vanessa, who won the title in March, wants to build a healthy self-esteem in the girls who often have been told for years that they are worthless and useless.
That's right. To learn more about her effort and its intended result, we speak to Vanessa as well as Lashmi Alakapan, Director of Rehabilitation, Education and Social Care at the Gracehaven home. Very good morning to you, ladies.
Good morning.
So Vanessa, we'll start off with you. Tell us how this idea came about. Why did you want to work on a project like this?
I think it started off many years ago when I was a Child Protection Officer with Ministry of Community Development, Youth and Sports, MCYS for short. And during my stints there, I worked with children from disadvantaged background, and specifically children from the abuse backgrounds. And because of the first-hand experience working with them, I began to understand what it's going to be like, growing up in that kind of environment. And I left to do other stuff. And now that I have become an entrepreneur, now that I have additional time to give back to society, I think life for me has come a full circle. And I wanted to really, go back to my calling, which is really helping out the girls in terms of their self-esteem and their confidence as well.
So it's something really close to your heart in that sense because of the experience you had before.
That's right.
But Lashmi, tell us then, can you tell us a bit more about these girls at Gracehaven home? I mean, who are the girls that Vanessa is helping?
Gracehaven, Savashanami runs Gracehaven. We have children from disadvantaged, dysfunctional, and children who've gone through abuse or, series of mishaps in life. Some of them have brushes with the law. So it's all under the Children and Young Persons Act that they have been referred to Gracehaven by the Juvenile Court.
So it means that these girls usually are lacking self-confidence, they have low self-esteem. I mean, are these some of the issues that the girls would be struggling with?
Absolutely, yeah. They do come with very low esteem, very blank and bleak future. They're not very sure of what happens and, they're going through. So they're very traumatized when they come to us.
So how does a program like Vanessa is doing, a volunteer program with them, how does it help them perhaps, be strong and be confident and be women of their own?
First of all, I think, for them to have an opportunity to be with people like Vanessa, as a celebrity, it just starts building in terms of their networking and also getting to know her, and also in terms of knowing about themselves. Who doesn't like, in terms of makeup skills and to look good? So once they start getting into that, and then the confidence starts building, so they automatically their outlook of life changes. So there's this little turning point that we will never know when it happens. So it could be in any of these sessions with therapy and with social work and intervention. So programs like this does help them a lot.
Okay. Well, Vanessa, maybe tell us a bit about the program. What exactly do you do with the girls?
Okay. Basically, Be the Queen in Your Life is it's a really experiential program. What we do in the program is really putting girls through experiences. Like, how the concept of self-confidence cannot be taught. It can only be experienced. So what we put through these ladies is that we put through exercises and programs for them to feel self-confidence, sometimes, sadly, for some of them, for the first time in their life. And the moment they feel what having self-confidence is like, or having a healthy self-esteem is like, there's something within them will click. And when they feel this click, when there's something inside them actually click, the changes starts to form, and it always starts from within. The moment they feel something that, I have a greater potential for what I do in my life, I can change for the better, and that's where we want to be we want to start the engine going. And the moment they can feel that, we want them to carry on from there.
But it starts with something quite simple. I mean, we have some footage now showing you sort of helping the girls doing their makeup. I mean, this is something that, how does this approach work? I mean, it seems so simple, so ordinary in that sense.
These are tools. I will usually tell people when they ask me, how do you do, how do you impact the girl's life in that sense? And I always share with my people who actually ask me this kind of questions. I said, there's usually the contextual part of the program, which is the self-discovery part and the self-awareness part. And there's always the content delivery part, which is the makeup tips, the grooming tips, the way they walk, how they stand and stuff like that. But these are all tools. The moment when we put them through exercises and they begin to feel for themselves, I can be a confident person, I can be a worthy human being, that's where change starts to happen. And it seems simple from from the surface, but it's a lot of planning and it's a lot of thinking throughout the program when we implement it.
I would think that would be a biggest hurdle because these girls, like we said, grew up in such in a world of negativity that, filling them out with positivity doesn't come immediately. I mean, it's self-belief that they don't have, and to implement that, is seed in them to say that, you are capable, you are worthy. That mindset change would be pretty, I think,
you see, the thing is, when I first began to work with them, before I worked with them, I realized, I thought that, there might be, I need to be a bit more sensitive because there might be some emotional issues that might come up during a program. And to be honest, once I began to know these girls a little bit more better, I realized that they are no different from the rest of us. They need love, they need support, they need someone to believe in them. And they're no different from the rest of us.
Right.
So the moment that we want to be the person to believe in them, and when they have someone to fall back on when bad times happen, that's when they change.
This is exactly in terms of social work intervention. It happens in different platforms.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the one significant person that who could actually trigger in terms of positive emotions. Once that starts coming, then they look inner beauty as well as.
What's the proudest change that you've seen so far in your girls?
Oh, the first thing is they don't say the program is boring. Simple like that. And it's 100% attendance. So they're all looking forward to it. And it's the first time they're just getting to know. I wish I had known these tips before coming here. So it helps any human, Once you know you look good, you feel confident, you feel good, and then they start imparting those to their friends.
It's a really step-by-step process, and in fact, Vanessa came out with a whole
syllabus, so to speak.
Exactly.
I guess what you've mentioned is true, and it really is about giving them the opportunity to experience it for themselves. A lot of times we look, we tend to sideline people or put them in boxes and say, oh, you're that group of people, you need to be handled with care, or can't do this, can't do that. But
the only thing that they don't want to hear is in terms of where they come from, their backgrounds or negativity that have gone through.
Yes. They don't want to be any different from us. They want to belong. So I guess that's how we should treat them as well. Thank you so much for sharing with us your experience and story. And we want to thank them for coming on to AM Live, Vanessa and Lashmi, helping the girls at Grace Haven, a truly fulfilling journey, appreciating inner beauty that we're all capable of.